Guys, like, being a parent is a very challenging thing. Um, there's a difference between being a parent and being a friend. You can't literally give your kid everything. You can't give your kid literally everything in the world and get it handed to them, because then they become spoiled little brats. They become ungrateful on what they have. Um, me, Oh, someone give me the champagne, bro. We celebrating 20th episode. That's crazy, bro. I can't believe I started this. What was it, March 27th, dude? First episode dropped. Now we're here in August, dude. Like, summertime, celebration time. 20th episode. Woo! Let's go. Today we're gonna talk about parenting. You know, me myself, I'm not a parent, so like I can't give out parent advice, but I can say this over the years on what can work in my opinion. Um, parenting, I feel like, is a struggle. Like I said, I don't know much about parenting. I mean, I do have a dog, so that may help. You know, she's about to be 9 this year. It's crazy. I might tear up a little after this video. Um, After saying that, wow, I might need tissue real fast. Hold up, guys. Hold on. Let me take a moment. Alright. But sorry, back to the podcast. No. Or segment, whatever, shoot, whatever. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me keep on track. Alright, so basically about being a parent. Say you had it kind of rough growing up or whatever. Say again with your parent being an addict of something like drug use, alcoholism, abusive, physical abuse, verbally too, anything. It's kind of sad though. Is like, say that you grew up with a physical alcoholic parent, and they used to beat you. You can go two ways. You go One way is you go the total opposite. You want to change for the better. You want to become this person. You don't even want to drink. You don't even want to touch alcohol after seeing on the things that you saw growing up. The sad part is, or you go to the right. You tend to drink your problems away because that's what your family member did. Um, as I always say it, try to be better than the person. In my opinion, you as a parent is that person's role model. Again, when we're younger, as I said in the family in the family is everything video, it literally your kids look up to you. When you're younger and stuff like that, like, that's your role model right there. So the fact when you do go a rough way on your kids and stuff like that, it can take a moral effect. But then again, though, you also have to realize, like, being a parent is a very challenging thing. Um, there's a difference between being a parent and being a friend. You can't literally give your kid everything. You can't give your kid literally everything in the world and get it handed to them, because then they become spoiled little brats. They become ungrateful on what they have. Um, Me growing up, I became humble on my stuff. I didn't get things handed to me. I like to work for my stuff. I don't even like people paying for most stuff for me. I don't like using people. I kind of just stay in my own lane and do my own thing most of the time. Um, or you know what I mean, like, work for my own money. Um, like I said, I mean, you also, like I said, being a parent, you shouldn't just be their friend. You shouldn't always be nice to them and give them stuff. You do gotta discipline your kids sometimes. If they do something wrong, you can't just be like, oh well, it is what it is. We all make mistakes. You do gotta be like, well, you're the moron that stole whatever. You do the crime, you do the time. You shouldn't just let things go like that. First thing we're going to talk about is being absent for your kids' events sometimes, or being absent in your kids' life in general. Sadly, in life, you work. You can work a 9 to 5 job, but say their sports event is at 4. You try your hardest to get off of work. You try your hardest to work fast to be there for your kid, and sometimes you don't make it. And sometimes your kid, maybe when they're older they'll understand, maybe when they're young they'll understand, but sometimes kids won't. They'd be like, oh, dad was never at any of my baseball games. Well, dad was working overtime for you to stay in baseball. But some people don't look at it like that. um Absent parents in life in general, sadly some people run away when they get scared. They hear that they're gonna have a kid and they get scared, so they walk out of that kid's life. And it can traumatize a kid. It can cause a kid to have trust issues, childhood trauma, like I just said. And you feel like you're gonna be that parent if you have a kid too. So that's why some people don't have kids in the future. Or sometimes you can go the opposite way. You can be like, well, my dad or mom, walked out of my life, so I don't want to do that either. You can have that. Cheating too. A lot there can be affairs going on in your, household, or your parents could have had an affair, and that either goes again two ways. You either become this person that's gonna stay loyal to whoever your significant other is, because you don't want your kids to see what you had to see growing up. Um, or actually, it can go three ways. The second way, it's where you have this relationship, you get married, you have kids, you do the exact same thing as how you grew up, and it's sad that people do that. Third way is that you don't even want a serious relationship. You don't want nothing to do with it. Oh, four ways actually. Another one is where you get in relationships and you just cheat and cheat and cheat. You don't even settle down. You're just a player. It's kind of sad what cheating or affairs can even do in a marriage. Um, just like I said, I mean, you being as a parent, you want to show your kid great respect. You want to be a good role model. Um, Again, like I said, I mean, when I become a parent, I want to show my kids the best version of me. And that's where my past self is being like that. I'm not trying to be this person that I don't want my kids to know me as. I want to become the best version of myself. The thing that we're going to talk about is favoritism. A lot of times, I feel like the father favoritizes his daughter because that's daddy's little girl, and then the mom kind of favoritizes the son because that's mommy's boy. It's weird that it does work like that, and sometimes it does cause siblings to fight. Because when a brother and sister are going at it, the brother goes to the mom and says, "Well, mom agrees that I'm right." Sister goes to the dad, says, "Well, dad thinks I'm right," and it causes this battle between these two siblings. And sometimes it can get really bad where, say, the daughter be like, "Well, mom always favoritized you guys, if she had two brothers, always favoritized you guys, and you guys got everything handed to you," and yada yada yada. Goes stuff like that, causes some sibling rivalry. And in a way, a father shows his son tough love because he wants him to be a man. Just like a mom shows, in a way, kind of tough love to her daughter because she wants her to be the best version of than she was. It's weird that how parenting works. It just does work like that. And like I said, I mean, in the beginning, your kids are gonna look up to you. They want to be just like you. That's why you have to be the best version of yourself. And then your kids are gonna go through puberty. They're gonna argue with you. They're not gonna understand you, and they're gonna hold stuff against you in their past that where you're just like, dude, you were like 7 years old. Like you're bringing that up. Like it's gonna be weird fights like that. But then like I said in the family video, they're older. They're in their 20s, or especially when they're parents, are gonna understand all of the things that you fought them with, and they're gonna be like, wow, I was a brat. Family drama now for being a parent. A lot of times when your kids are younger, don't tell them on a lot about family trauma. You're Say you're dissing on your sister, and you're like, well, your aunt is crazy. They're gonna like overhear that. They're gonna overthink it. It's gonna spread around the family. It's gonna cause even more family drama. Let your kids just be kids. Let them run around. Let them not find out about things when they're at that young age. When they're around in high school, maybe start telling them how it is, because they'll start observing it too. Um, Trust me, family drama sucks, especially when the older you get, the more you realize on how some marriages are and how some parenting is, and you're just like, and it's funny too, you look at some like bad parenting and you're like, I will never do that. I would pay attention to my kid 24/7. Trust me, dude. No, you won't. Again, a lot of people always say like, oh, I'll give my kid the world and yada yada yada, and it's like, dude, sometimes you just gotta be easy going. I get it, your childhood might have not been the best and stuff like that, but you try to give your kid everything, but sometimes when you have everything, it's not the best. Um, it's always best to work for things. God puts challenges in your life. If you don't have those challenges, you will never get to the blessing. You get everything handed to you. In life. I struggled on a lot of things. I struggled on trying to find my first job. I struggled on getting my license. And guess what? Now I've had a job for 4 years. The same job for 4 years. Had my license for I don't even know how long. You know what I mean? It's been so long, but I had to work for that, and it's crazy to think about it that way. Also, now we're gonna talk about things that I cannot wait to be a parent for. Vacation trips. I'm excited for those. I want to do that. I want to, of course, spend time with my kids a lot. And well, also being a parent too is like your main focus isn't just your kids too. It's also the relationship with God, of course, and your significant other. If you guys both focus on the kids so much, you develop that relationship with your kids and not each other. So where you guys are basically just raising kids. Once those kids graduate high school, move on with their own life, you guys don't even know each other. You guys are complete strangers. You guys gotta also have date nights, every month or every week or whatever. You know what I mean? Or every 2 weeks. You guys know the drill. But also like being a parent, I can't wait to see what my kids pick up from my personality. And I mean, I hope my kids acts better than I did in my past, but who knows? Um, I'm gonna give my kids some things that I didn't have growing up, but I'm not gonna give them literally everything. Cause again, like I just said, if you give them literally everything, then they don't know how to work for things. And when you work for things, you treat things better. Um, but like I said, I mean, I honestly I can't wait to be a parent. There's gonna be challenges on the way, of course, like everything there is. You gotta think at a job you have challenges, tests are challenges. Life is a challenge in general. So yeah, like I said, I can't wait to see what my I can't wait to see what my future's life is gonna be like. But also I can't wait to see what my future kids are gonna be like too. And especially growing up too. Like I can't believe I'm 23 and that's hitting my parents like whoa. Or I'm younger than my sister, so she's 2 years older. So it's the fact that I'm 23 is like whoa. Your baby boy's 23 now. You're a grown adult. Well, I kind of been, but don't feel like that sometimes. that comes towards the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys took some notes. You know, like I said, I'm not a parent myself, so if you guys want to watch learning how to be a parent, don't watch this video. I'm just giving some life lessons. And what I can't look forward to being a parent. Like I said in the video, I can't wait to see what God holds. But I'll see y'all in a little bit, or I'll see y'all next Wednesday, I should say. So this is the K.M.B show, and we out.